one sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers. His side saw their quest for perfection end last week. Now they've got to make sure that one loss doesn't quickly become two. Facing off with him, head coach Kellen Moore of the Saints. His guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up here in the booth, and we have got safety Justin Reed handling our opening kick. And we're underway in Caesar Superdome. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Quickly into the hands of Evans. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
On the give, this is Irving. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. To throw, Mayfield. Has him on a quick hitter. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So now we get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Let's go. Yellow.
They kick the running back in motion. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On third down, here's Rattler. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. Fourth down coming up. Is this clean at the 30? And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And that passing touchdown, he started this game off with just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. The give for the first time to Rashad White. He'll get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You know, Katie, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Mayfield now from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. It's Julian Blackman. Well, Brock, they could have gone wrong to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin. But when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you've got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Set, hut. Blue, 3rd, set, go.
Rattler trying to get on 2nd. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. They did him a solid by recovering that, but not helping them with the yards lost afterwards as this play finally comes to an end.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Rattler's hit, and the ball's out. The Buccaneers pick it up. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, they've got to figure out what they want to do on 4th and goal. McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, go. Block 40. Hut, hut.
Now Rattler on the play fake. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready. 45. Hut, hut.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He has it at the 33. And it ends up a good return for him. Off past their own 40. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
And he stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Running on 2nd with White. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 20-zip lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. We'll begin his return from the 11. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set hut. Yellow, 43. Set
Now
hut.
motion him out of the backfield.
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We'll pause now for an injury. That's Alvin Kamara, who's shaken up as the trainers head out to look at him.
Hut, hut.
Slot man in motion left. Rattler now off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right, things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
Blue.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Rattler. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He lofts it deep right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Hauls in this punt at the 8. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. First down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He's got room to roam. Running down the left side. And he finally goes out of bounds, but what a play to end our first quarter. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 21-0 our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Once again, Irving. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Out of the pistol, here's White. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. White will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
Saints nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cut.
Now Rattler. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Screen here for Kamara. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
We give to Irving to start this drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
What's up?
Now here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Tampa Bay.
180. What's up?
First down, here's Baker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's trying to find Rashawn White out of the backfield. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
180. What's up?
1st and 10. It's a gift to White. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
180. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Over the middle is brought in by Otten. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Good. Done.
Here's Baker to throw. On the screen, this is White. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
What's up?
He finds Evans left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Good. 180. Done.
From the gun, a run for White. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
180. What's up?
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers blowing them out now 34-zip. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, It really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead.
Saints nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Down. Ready?
Running
go.
back sent in motion.
Ready?
Here's Rattler, first and 10. Hits his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Got it.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. First and 10 now from the 46.
Set. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. That's caught left side by Vele. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer.
Here we go.
On the gun, Rattler finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints.
Pistol snap to Rattler. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
32-yard line.
Set. Go. Ready?
Rattler has him on the quick hitter. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free.
Stand.
Now they send their back in motion right. He's making a bid for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up fourth down. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. This from 40 on the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They are running away with this one, so probably content to just take this in the locker room. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. Trying to work quickly now.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the ground game here. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Down. Ready?
Back now, pressure coming. Flush out to his left. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
52 blue.
Throwing his Rattler. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Ball in his hands right around midfield. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. Now toss it here to Irving. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That right there is just such a sinking feeling for a running back. You're looking to turn the corner. You're looking for space. You're looking for somewhere to run. But eventually, you've got nowhere to run, and it goes backwards.
Play fake. It's Mayfield. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Baker. Setting up the screen. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Mayfield looking to throw on this 3rd and 1. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's Evans making the catch outright. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Rattler back to throw. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here we go.
Rattler to the air now. Taken in by Vele, right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 60 red.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He finds Vele working downfield here at the 20. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Set, hut. Set.
Rattler setting to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Well, no questioning who won the leverage battle on that snap. They drove them backwards on that sneak.
Yeah, that is about as fast a launch as you're going to see from a defensive line. Almost never see a quarterback sneak.
And he's got it. Has a way upward, but touchdown. The Saints still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Reed now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set. 180. Done.
Defender's there. It's intercepted. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. First down now, ball at the 33.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go, set.
From the red zone now. The Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Now. Ready.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter with him picking himself up after that sack. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be the Saints with the football, but any efforts might be futile facing that deficit. The Buccaneers go to the nickel, third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Ready?
Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks, going to bring up fourth down.
All right, to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Desperation time here. And we put some air under this one, right side. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's the give to Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He'll drop this down, White. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Baker now from the gun. That one's good to Godwin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Irving here from the gun. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Rattler. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And his slide puts a bow on his play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense.
Rocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Down. Red, yellow, 22.
From the gun, Rattler. Got a man. Vele has it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, a give to Miller. We call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at 2nd down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the line.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Has a man on target to Johnson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Offense in position now, it's 1st and goal.
First down.
From the red zone on 1st. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And goal at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 52. Set.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion.
Hut.
Here's Rattler. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. On the give, this is Irving. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. White trying this straight ahead. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing, Baker. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Irving on the inside give. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Buccaneers approaching win number 7 on the year. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Right back to Irving now. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Saints and Devon Bailey headed back now on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them.
On the set.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Here's the backup. First throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Complete beyond the marker. He finds space, middle of the field. And they get to him before he can reach the end zone, Brock. No touchdown on our final play. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.